Can you feel it in there? It's the KinderCare on the corner. I'm going for a quick walk and I was thinking about, sorry, trying to organize. I was thinking about, like, when I was a teenager, we used to drive through this neighborhood. We would drive up and down Summit Avenue, especially further east from here. I'm on Summit, and this is Pascal, you rascal. And we would drive up, we would get really stoned and drive up and down Summit. And we would blast Guns N' Roses or Faster Pussycat or LA Guns, one of those bands. We would have that blasting on the radio, you know, because it was that time. Those were brand new albums. So we would drive up and down Summit, and I would always feel it out, and it always felt dark. And it's an old mobster neighborhood, so that's not a surprise. And there's tunnels running underneath these houses. Used to connect the houses. There are breweries nearby that are probably a part of the tunnel system. There's buttes and bluffs and stuff down by the river that are probably connected to the tunnels. There's caves over on the south bank of the Mississippi under the High Bridge. Those are probably, it's all connected. Yeah, so when I moved over here recently, all that dark, ugly funk is gone. And I'm like, it's so nice that I'm not the only one. It's so nice that there are other people, whether they realize it or not, have taken care of this neighborhood and have pulled a lot of the dark, ugly stuff, even from underground in the caves or in the tunnels. All that stuff is gone. And because that's what I do, I feel that stuff. And I would know because I used to drive through here in the late 80s when it was dark and ugly. And I could feel, I knew which houses were the worst. Because it was always the same feeling. You know, side note real quick, it's interesting how people talk about having a spiritual awakening. I woke up in blah, blah, blah year. I woke up in blah, blah, blah year. I was born that way. And I don't recall having a spiritual awakening. And I kind of feel like I'm left out. Like, I don't have that kind of thing to celebrate, you know? Like, I remember when I was in my teens and early 20s, and I would hear about opening up your third eye. And, you know, you could open up your third eye. You could see through your third eye. And I remember, like, why can't I see through my third eye? But I could, and I didn't realize I was doing that because I was too young to know. I didn't know anything. This is back before Google, internet, any of that. We had a library with a card catalog and slim pickings on info. The occult. You could go to, what was the name of that bookstore? Before Barnes & Noble. What was the name of that bookstore? Anyway, you could go there and you could go under the occult. I would spend hours in that bookstore flipping through. Don't mind me, I'm just reading this book right here. Yeah, and that's the library. That's where you learn that stuff, right? So I didn't realize I was using my third eye back then. But yeah, so when people talk about having spiritual awakenings and their chakras are blasting open, I didn't get that. I did get a heart opening. My heart opened more when I was in my late 20s, which I think actually, and that created, whenever my chakras do weird things, I lose my mind. Like, I legit lose my mind. That was also right before my first Saturn return. and my divorce, and I lost everything. That was a point in time in my life when I legit lost everything. And I stayed with friends in their basement for a while. And then I found somewhere else to live. I think I was with my mom for a short time. And basement surfing. And I had to figure out, like, I lost my job. Like, a bunch of stuff happened. Like, all at once. Like, I lost everything. Oh, yeah, my car broke down. It was like, I kind of feel like I'm going through that right now. But my Saturn return isn't due until Saturn goes into Taurus, which is not for another couple years because it's in Aries right now. Hail ye, all you Aries and Saturn people going through your second Saturn return. Anyway, so I don't get to have that explosive, oh yeah, man, my spiritual awakening, because I've been living it. Yeah, so when I drive through neighborhoods, so it's just something I've always done. I thought everyone could do it. When I was a kid, I'm just feeling stuff out and seeing things in the window at night. What's that? Oh my God. Seeing things in the half light, seeing things in the shadows. I thought everyone could do that. I thought everyone had that ability. And then I found out, and then I realized I was alone. I had 0 people to talk to about it for a long time. And then, and imagine, like, I don't know, maybe I lost my mind when I was a kid. I've lost my mind, legit lost my brain several times. I'm kind of going through one right now. But I had a dark night of the soul 2 years ago, 2023. No, last year. 2023, we had that massive X flare in October, and then 2024, January. I went through a dark night of the soul that was fucking hell. It was hell on wheels. I do a dark night of the soul like once every decade. It's a great purge, said no one ever. Yeah, so I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about, but I got fired up at Costco earlier. I was trying to make food videos, talking about food. And the food they sell, and the food that's being made. Who's making this stuff? It's switching up. Like, I found better products, but I couldn't do my videos because at 10 after 8, and they close at 8, everyone's right next to me. It was annoying. And I didn't want to spend time complaining about it. I'm gonna get on a video and bitch. Yeah, that's me. No, it's not me. But it was just interesting too. And they were all single men with kids. Yeah, I'm not looking. I am not looking. And if I was, your kid is a no. I don't have kids. Do you have kids? I do not have human children. I never wanted them. So, of course, because I never wanted them, people think I hate kids. Not at all. Kids are fucking gold. Kids are pure little beings that are fresh. They're fresh from the other side. Come on. What's not to love about them besides the fact that they're kids? They do kid things. You have to teach them. You have to set examples for them. Things that weren't done for me. Nope. No, hey, Gen X out there. For all you Gen X that were raised by boomers that were absent. Go us. So yeah, I'm out here on the parkway. I'm not barefoot because I've got all this energy. Because the Schumann's been going up and down like a giant roller coaster. And we've been in a dip. It's been quiet. And the sun's been quiet. Be very, very quiet. The sun's been quiet. We have a Carrington event on the horizon, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be surprised. If the sun blasts off a Carrington event, get outside and get in it. If anyone tells you to get away from the sun when it blasts off, they're lying to you. 100%. We could all use some DNA upgrades. The sun, every time it blasts off a flare, every time we have a magnetic geostorm. I think that's what those are called. Every time. I keep thinking someone's behind me. It's not Bobby. Who the fuck is out here with me? See? That's my life. Oh yeah. When we lived in Woodbury, there was a guy that followed me from wherever we were before. And then I had friends that lived in an old farmhouse, really cool old farmhouse on the corner of Dale and I don't remember the name of that street. By the farms that aren't there anymore. It was haunted. And I saw one of the dudes and I saw how he died. He died out in the road before the road was a road. It was just mud. Something happened. Some farm accident and they got stuck in the mud and he died out on the road. Yeah, I saw him. We were playing with the Ouija board at that point and probably shouldn't have been doing that. But that's what you do, Gen X. We were unsupervised. Nobody told us to stop. Me and my girlfriend Lisa used to levitate napkins. That was cool. Trippy. Oh my God! She was a good screamer. Ah! Those were the days, man. Those were the days. Those were the days in my big fat perfect life before my favorite higher self of all time was hijacked. She was hijacked and replaced by what they told me was part of my this is part of your life contract. You're going down this road, taking a detour. And that was when I was 20, 19, 20, 21, somewhere in there. Yeah, so I had to go through hell because my fucking higher self was hijacked. She was. All of a sudden she disappeared and it was this other chick. And I didn't think anything of it. And the other chick was great because she told me a lot of stuff that was going to happen. That did happen. But she just didn't tell me, well, 10 years from now. So I kept expecting it. And then life was always a disappointment. And then I was like, what the fuck? And then stuff started happening and I was like, why are you telling me 10 years ahead of time? Like, can you tell me like 10 days ahead of time? Come on. She did. She was right about everything. She's still been right even though she's gone because I got rid of her. Yeah, you can get rid of your higher self. Your higher self is your aspects. Your true higher self never throws you under the bus. Your true higher self never betrays you, ever. It's the aspects. It's the other ones that we work with. I worked with some pretty, I don't know, they weren't shady. They were not 100% honest. So now I'm a big fat bitch and I demand 100% honesty because I'm not fucking around. Who's fucking around at this point in the game? We're all supposed to be waking up, getting our passions back, going out there and sharing with the world, being the bridge. We're all supposed to be doing that. So quit fucking around with this half-assed, we're gonna lie to you. No, I've been fooled by more than one aspect. You should date that guy. I don't want to date that guy. My intuition's telling me no. You should date that guy. No, you're gonna date that guy. Oh look, you're dating that guy. Look, he's mistreating you. Yeah, shit like that. You should apply for that job. I don't want that job. You should go live over there. I don't want to live over there. Yeah, like interfering. It's like wrestling with a fucking monkey. I'm not doing that anymore. I got one aspect I'm working with. I got a Lyran on my 6. I got other groups of beings hanging out with me in my aura. I'm good. They're from a long time ago. Whatever I'm trying to say. I've known those peeps for a while. Did you know that you go back in time to the beginning of time? I go back in time to the beginning of time, and I'm well aware of it. I'm doing my best to bring whatever that means into this life. Like, you got to get more of your higher self in you. You know what? I had a major life change. 2020. It was spring of 2023. And at the end of 2022, I was over it. Barely alive, trying to stay alive, which is a different video. And ...2022, I don't know what happened, spring, and something happened in spring that just, it's not a spiritual awakening. It was, because I don't get those. It was more of a kick in the pants. A kick in the pants that I needed. And I forgot what I was going to say, and I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. Something hijacked me. I got hijacked, my thoughts. I drifted off into somewhere else. Oh, what happened? Spring of 2020. Oh, I was like floating off in the ethers, like ready to just like nowhere, like no man's land. Like I was hiding. I was hiding hard. I was in super stealth mode. I did not want to be found. I was in the healing garden. I was doing, and you're not supposed to find the healing garden is a secret. Like you have to have codex. You have to have a pass to get in there. It has to be given to you. It's a very private, very, not to sound hoity-toity or anything. Anyway, I was there. So, I'm going to wrap it up on the thought that I forgot. Thanks again for being with me here, my big, fat, perfect life. I'm just going to continue to share my life experiences and my life stories of doing things the opposite of what others have done. Even though I tried doing what others have done, and I kind of did do what others have done, but I've also not. And how I can see through and have a hard time with this reality because I see how fake it is and what bullshit it is, and I just don't want to play a lot of these games. I don't know if my life would be any different if I would have played the games. I did kind of play the games. I mean, I'm kind of doing it now. You know, anyone that's paying taxes is playing the game, whether you like it or not. Even if you have your own business and you're a multimillionaire and you still pay taxes. Anyway, I'm going to go. Peace out. Thanks so much for being here. Come on back for more stories. Peace out.